I want to publicly thank Pam Eastlick for her efforts over the years and for her good faith effort to also suggest some alternatives.
The University of Guam announced last month that it would be closing the UOG Planetarium at the end of this semester and converting it into a lecture hall. At the roundtable on the planetarium this morning, UOG President Dr. Robert Underwood said that they didn't take the step lightly or suddenly. It has been contemplated, he said, for some years.
We believe it is incongruent and poor use of resources for the university to continue to operate a planetarium, hire personnel, and expend other resources for this purpose when there is no real academic program connected with it. As it stands today, the planetarium is essentially operated as a part-time venture that is not financially sustainable.
Underwood suggested that the planetarium experience could be replicated in several schools through the purchase of portable planetariums. And he suggested that $147,000 in funds left over from the original planetarium purchase be used to pay for those portable planetariums. In the meantime, Underwood said that an endowment had been established using those leftover funds, and that has generated $300,000 additional dollars over the past 20 years. He proposes using that money to renovate the current planetarium and convert it into a lecture hall, but it'll need Board of Regents approval.
The university subsequently, on its own, established an endowment fund with the balance, the $147, which has now added an additional $320,000 to the original balance. We intend to use this fund for the renovation of the planetarium, storage, and moving of the existing equipment, but we will need Board of Regents approval for this move, since the term of the original endowment is that it be used only for the maintenance and purchase of planetarium equipment.
In response, UOG Planetarium Coordinator Pam Eastlick suggested another idea.
What I would like to propose is that the university use that fund to do an upgrade. The paperwork is available to do an upgrade to the current system. If you put this system in place, it becomes an immersion theater, and every professor at the university can be taught to program it and can use it for their classes. Not
the university, your side of it is just get rid of it and shut it down and use it for other classrooms. Have you considered the option provided to make it a multidisciplinary, classroom?
Well, I have to say that the option that Pam has outlined right now is much more fully explained this morning than I've ever heard it, even though I've given her ample opportunity to come up with options. But the base reality is that we're trying to, the nexus between a program, an activity like the planetarium, has to fit into the academic activities, either research or teaching of the university. And the planetarium is primarily an educational and entertainment activity that is more appropriate at a public setting.
Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.